And all of a sudden, all of us were sleuths and forensic experts because we would sit there and argue about who did it, how they did it.
We would watch whatever we could get our hands on because we didn't have that much. But people would send boxes of DVDs.
I remember one of our soldiers' dads sent us a DVR. You know, we had some power, so all of a sudden this DVR machine shows up.
We would watch different series of shows. And what's interesting is that you would watch things that you never in 1,000 years would watch. And just two that I really remember. The one that I really remember is we watched every episode of The OC, which is a show that I would never in 1,000 years watch, but someone had sent The OC. I still remember the theme song to that stupid show because I heard it a million times.
8 Mile was really big, so that was on every day.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already.
CSI.
I really wanna know.
That was my first binge watching that I ever took part on was CSI, and all of a sudden all of us were sleuths and forensic experts because we would sit there and argue about who did it, how they did it, with what, you know, weapon and things like that. But it was a fun thing to do.
And then Alias is another show that I remember watching.
Alias was also a big one that came into the thing. Sydney Bristow was a huge thing and we all loved it. And, you know, my daughter's name's Sydney. I'm not saying it came from Sydney Bristow, but it might have.
I'm embarrassed to say it, but it was One Tree Hill. You'd have a day room of 30 guys watching One Tree Hill. Yeah, it was a great show, actually.
I remember watching a bootleg copy of every episode of Friends.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Which again, I would never in a million years watch. And then the thing that was interesting was if you were out in town, you could buy bootleg DVDs from kids on the street. And they had these local stores, and you could buy bootleg DVDs of movies before they were out in the theaters in the United States. So I remember watching one of the Batman movies there before it was out in the theaters in the United States, but clearly someone had like set a video camera up.
They were obviously been filmed in a theater and you see someone stand up and walk through the movie.
The camera would fall over,
yeah.
someone would pick it back up. Yeah.
Yes.